Let's see what sort of half-assed repair job it'll take to get this. I think the battery's dead. And it needs a fan belt. This might work. Worked. Now all I need to do is charge the battery. Hey, Twitchy! Want to learn how to boost a car? That should have her running. Definitely a her. Only a female can make my life this miserable. Soldier crime doesn't pay, kid. Except maybe armed robbery, if you're quick. Purring like an asthmatic donkey. See ya, tossers.
Prowadzi własna fermę.
What's keeping Hector? That terrorist fellow is growing exceedingly restless. I've never met a chap so hell-bent on causing such a fracas. Cracking shot, though. We really could use someone like him on the force.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, boss. Let me bring you up to speed.
Sentence structure. The voice of a man who can get things done.
Give yourself up. We can still end this without loss of life.
Without loss of life? I've already killed a half dozen of your men.
Yeah, but they was all tossers. My main concern is for the safety of the hostages.
Is it now? How ludicrously noble.
Let me speak to one of them, make sure they're okay.
I haven't harmed a single one. You have my word.
I don't want your word, I want your ass in a cell. Look here, pustule. You've got to talk to somebody.
Why should it be you?
Have you taken a look around? Everyone else have leads shorter than their arms.
I suppose you're right, and you seem to be the one who wears the trousers around here.
Who are you?
In case you haven't noticed, what with all the killing and all, I'm a terrorist.
That, I gathered, but I was hoping for your name and full contact details.
How about a little story instead?
Is it gonna be a long one?
I once was in love with a town called Clapper's Rink. It had a charm about it, an underlying grace no other city in Britain could parallel. It wasn't perfect, no place ever is, but I continue to believe that under its scruffy exterior there beat a good heart. But as a steady influx of crime, corruption, and immorality swept across its face, it has let me down, time and again. I watched through tears as it swiftly descended into the dung heap of moral misfortune it is today. I looked on like a father, observing his own son, grow up to be a complete moron.
God, save it for your childhood memoirs.
You police! You police are the worst of all! Taking bribes, turning backs, letting your town become a den of sin. Not a decent one among you. I used to think, what could one man do against a tide of evil, hatred and wickedness? Where before I'd simply stand idly by and watch the town sink even lower into the earth, today I will stand by no more. Today something will be done.
And what's that?
What?
Today, what will be done?
This is being done. Lad, sakes alive, you're as thick as the rest of them.
Why are you doing this? And try to keep it a little shorter.
I've tried to be a positive, moral, decent citizen, but every time I do...
Blah, blah, blah.
Silence!
Oh!
Would you like to know what I've learned during my time living here? I've learned the only way to get people to listen to you in this town is to wave a gun around. And now I'm going to teach you today's lesson. Sometimes you need to do a little bad to do a little good. Despite everything I've done over the years on its behalf, this town is still a great steaming log in the system of the Midlands.
But you can't beat those sunsets, right?
This town is the worst of the worst, and it seems only fair that the police service, the worst of the worst of the worst, should be the ones to fix it. Clappers Reek needs a makeover, and you, Hector, are going to be my godman.
What did you call me? What do you want?
The first intelligent question you've asked all day.
I assure you it was entirely out of self-interest.
I have a list of demands, of course.
Should I get a pen?
My first demand is as follows.
I still need a pen.
The spine and heartbeat of a decent, hard-working town is its clock tower. Punctuality drives efficiency, efficiency drives ambition, and ambition drives pride. Get the town clock ticking again, shining above its citizens as a steadfast reminder of industry and social order.
I don't know anything about clocks.
My second demand, pornography.
Oh, hold on, I think I've got some in my car.
Pornography is eroding the moral fibre of society. Its omnipresence pervades our televisions, our computers, our mobile phones. We're saturated by it. An example must be made. I want the hub of the Clappers Reek porn industry shut down.
You took me.
Yes, the Exotico.
You monster! Damn you to hell!
My third demand. Besides myself, I can think of only one man trying to do good for this community.
Oh, stop, please. You're embarrassing me.
There's a dedicated and optimistic fellow running an independent information booth in front of Cottage Park. He has repeatedly taken a brilliant beautification plan to town council for funding and has been repeatedly denied. Speak to the man, find out what he needs, then get it for him.
Oh, there's me pen. What were you saying?
Those are my demands. Come back when you've completed them. I have nothing more to say.
Well, I've got something to say to you, pube. Hello? Hello? Sir.
Well, that went better than I thought it would. Still breathing anyway. So where am I supposed to be going again? Oh, a map, that should help. Why the hell am I here?
Ah, Hector. I do hope you don't mind being pulled off your current case.
No worries. I polished off the last bottle of my current case last night, in fact.
Jolly good then.
Dealing with people isn't really my thing.
I know this isn't your usual cup of tea, but the situation called for your particular brand of problem solving. Besides, all the other hostage negotiators are dead.
So, whose brainwave was it to stick me in the line of fire?
Jarvis's notion, actually, seemed to think that you were the perfect fellow to take the reins.
Jarvis, was it?
Indeed. Adamant he was. Thought you'd be ideal. Have to say, I agree, your people skills are top-notch.
Does the vile beast have any weaknesses I can exploit?
I'm afraid we don't know a whole lot, what with him locked down inside that building.
I was talking about Jarvis.
Ha! No, you too.
What's the status on the situation?
It seems some unsavoury scoundrel has holed himself up in that building with a bevy of hostages and is hell-bent on ruining my day.
I'm going back to bed.
Worked another all-nighter at the station, Hector?
Yeah, could say that.
Your dedication to the cause is inspiring, but nonetheless, I need this siege resolved forthwith.
Have we made any progress?
So far, we've come up short. Nobody's lived long enough to get any information out of him.
Can we demolish the building?
Good God, man, there are civilians in there.
And your point is? What about sending in the twat team?
I'm hesitant. They're a bit too gun-happy for my liking.
Isn't that the point?
Hector, do I need to remind you what further civilian deaths from police negligence will do to my chances of a knighthood?
Well, how about the snipers? Any visuals?
Not a sausage.
You're just giving me a great idea. I could really go for a sausage supper. Can't we just throw some money at this worm fart?
You're referring to our we negotiate with terrorists policy.
We usually drop trout quicker than a sailor on leave in these situations.
Well, normally I'd jump at the chance to hand over a large sum to make this all go away, but the budget's a little pinched at the moment.
I thought we had some sort of terrorism slush fund.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid the slush fund was eaten into slightly by last year's policeman's ball.
Sweet Jeremy tap dancing Christ. A jar of pocket change?
Those chocolate fountains don't come cheap.
Well, what am I meant to do with this? Tempt him down to the Palladium for a few goes on the tuppenny nudgers?
I'm sure you'll use it to the best of your ability. There's a good chap.
Oh, so it was you who recommended me for hostage negotiations, was it?
I could think of no one better than you, Hector, to enter the killing zone and attempt to pacify a gun-wielding psycho.
Remind me to thank you properly later. How's that tea coming along?
I have 2 top men working on it as we speak.
While you're at it, get me a sandwich.
What kind?
Well, you know how allergic I am to anything without meat in it. Do you know anything about this turd nugget?
I've been compiling notes towards building a complete character profile of the suspect.
This should be good.
I really think I'm close to a breakthrough.
Description?
16 to 84 years old, first language English, likely male though, possibly female.
Oh, that narrows it. So, it could be anyone except your gran.
We haven't ruled her out.
History?
All signs say the perpetrators are local, though might be from overseas, and chances are good he was once a child.
Lambert, if you were twice as smart, you'd still be an idiot. Anything to gain an advantage.
He's very good with a sniper rifle.
I mean our advantage, you spaz.
Oh, nothing then.
Keep up the work.
Will do, boss. Pop back later.
Oh, Maureen's.
cares about Clapper's reek? I do. And you do too. Your donation could make all the difference.
Who's he talking to?
Sir, yes, you there, sir. Welcome. Haven't seen you around these parts before.
My visits usually occur at night with a forensics team.
Ah, so you're a local then.
As much as I like to admit it.
Spare some change to save Clapper's reek?
No thanks, Chugger. I've already spent my whole day trying to save Clapper's reek.
Me too, fellow citizen. Have a great day.